What is good, y'all? It's your boy, MrPower, and we are back with another podcast with your boy, Entity. It's been a little while since I did a podcast. What's going on? What's going on, man?
Been a while. It's been a while. My
Yeah.
people say nothing, say nothing. We're here. It's been a while. Of course, the last time, we were talking about the anticipation of Power. A lot of shows have come out, especially that they've spoken about as well.
Yep.
So, I don't know, it's going to be a big episode today, guys. So, guys, stay locked in and see what we're going to drop.
Absolutely, man. Power is back. It's crazy to say. Like, it came fast, man.
At last, bro.
Yeah. Everything's like lit right now. It feels like the energy is high.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I opened my eyes in shock when I saw the marketing, bro. I know Power got marketing, but I was like, yo, so they really do have some kind of marketing going on? Like, I was just stunned. Like, they had interviews.
Yep.
Like, this is stuff like before Power Force, we'd only see old interviews, we'd only see old clips, we'd only see. But to see that at least there's some kind of marketing going on, we're happy. But bro, they gotta keep going. They gotta keep going
Yeah.
because it's a buzz. Power's here. Everyone's lit. They gotta keep going for sure. But nah, it's lit. And I know you've seen an energy more than anybody because you were there for the premiere, and that must have been crazy.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that, man. That's
Yeah, we gotta start there, bro. We
that
gotta start there.
premiere was so. I've never quite had an experience like that where like
Yeah,
you get to see the episode and you get to see people's like reactions in real time. It's like a movie
yeah.
theater like reaction. Like it
Wow,
was really good.
that's crazy.
Yeah. And when the actors came out, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
They was going.
How was that? How was that? You're watching the episode. You're seeing their reactions. You're seeing how they're responding. Like how's that whole thing? That whole dynamic sounds crazy.
I think it was a great experience. I always think it's better when you go to a like, for example, like a movie theater and it's packed because you get to feel like the
Yes,
energy. It just hits different rather than like you're in there and it's empty. It was
for sure.
every seat was full, bro. Every seat was full.
Ooh.
And the thing that I noticed the most is like it was a lot of like older people like 25, 30 and up. Like it wasn't
Oh yeah.
many like super young people.
Oh
So it
yeah.
just showed me like the demographic of Power is quite
That's
broad.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
And
black.
I bet that
Yeah.
wow.
You were gonna say?
I I was gonna say I bet that intensifies the episode as well. So imagine, not only normally you'd be watching on your own, but when a lot of people are there and they're watching at the same time, scene for scene, it really intensifies the episode even more.
Yep. That's what I was telling someone the other day. Like, I didn't go there to watch the episode. At the end of the day, it comes out at midnight. I could see it anyway. I wanted to
Yeah.
go for the experience of like, what's it gonna be like when everyone is watching it, and then obviously you get to see like the
Yes.
actors and stuff. So we watched the episode. Pretty good episode. Pretty solid. They picked the right one
Yes.
to do an early screening for because I was a little nervous. I'm like, this better not be trash. I come out here, you know what I mean? Y'all better deliver. But it was good. It was good. Seeing my boy Joe Secor, Isaac Keys,
Oh
Chris
yeah.
Lofton.
Oh yeah.
The interview was
Crazy.
really good. They
Crazy
asked some good
acting.
questions. Yeah, it was dope. It was
Yeah.
super dope. Had a
Can you
great
imagine?
time.
And how was the vibe in New York though? Because even for me seeing the clips, it brought me back to the OG Power. Just being in New York at that particular time, it really brings you back that whole vibe. I feel like it just be. I know because this force is in Chicago, but seeing that in New York, like the vibe over there must have been just lit. Just going there, ready, set, power in your mind.
Yep.
You say you feel like James St. Patrick, and believe me, I can imagine because bro, it reminded
Nah,
me of the
for real.
apartments.
It it bro, New York, I can't even describe it. Like, if you're a hustler, New York is the number one place for you to be at, bro. Because so we get there on, I think I got there on the Sunday. Sunday, got there on a Sunday. And even on a Sunday, like, it's lit, bro. People are outside, they're moving. Like, every day in New
Wow,
York is hustling. And like, when I say people, like, they don't play with their time. It's not like other places in the
crazy.
US, even where I'm at in the
Yeah,
DMV area.
like
People are
yeah,
walking, they're
I
not
can
even looking at
imagine.
you. They're not even paying attention to you. They just going. Like, you could be in
Going, bro.
celebrity and they don't even care. Like, they're just
Going,
going.
bro.
It's a high intense, fast paced city
Yeah,
at all
yeah.
time. So I'm like,
That's
damn, I'm thinking
crazy.
to myself, like, bro, to live out here, you got to be getting to it, bro. You got to be getting to it, bro. First day I went and got a cheeseburger and fries. with my
bro.
shorty, bro. That shit was like $80. $80 for a burger and fries.
80, yo.
Bro, yes, bro.
For cheeseburger and fries is crazy, man.
Cheeseburger and
You think you
fries,
gotta
no
do like a
bacon. No bacon. No bacon. It was crazy, man. So yeah, it's a dope city. Like that's the type of place where if you go, like you're gonna elevate by proxy because everyone's grinding. Everyone's grinding. So it's a
nah, that's lit.
yeah, it was great. It was great. I had a lot of fun there. And the craziest thing is people recognize me too, bro. Like I did not think people was gonna peep me like that. Like the event, like when I was leaving, there was a couple people there like,
Yeah,
"Oh, you do from TikTok," and people
that's
recognized me
amazing.
from like different places. Like one person recognized me from Instagram, Facebook. I'm
Wow.
like, damn, like
All these platforms, bro.
yeah,
And
bro,
and bro, you said it, you said, the key is always diversify. Put yourself
yeah,
out there. The fact that people know you from all these different places, bro, no, it's too lit. It's
yeah.
too
It's
lit.
it's lit, man. That's why I think like you gotta go outside sometimes just to test the waters and see. Because
Oh
like
yeah.
I'm someone like I be inside, like I don't be with all the outside
Same. Same.
riffraff.
Same.
So when you
Same.
step outside, that's when you get to
And
see like, oh, these people actually know who I am. Like they recognize me. Like that's
yeah.
crazy. And it's
It
almost
seems
weird. Like when
seems
they
like some kind of utopia. I know what you
yeah,
mean.
it's like bro, you watch my videos, that's kind of awkward. Like it's kind of weird. Like
Yo, I
you know
watch
what I
your
mean?
videos. You're
Yeah,
like, yo, I just be doing that in my house. Like,
yeah. Like
okay.
it ain't even nothing crazy. Like it's just the grind.
yeah.
But it was a good experience. Outside of me being late and like missing out on the actors and the interviews, like the whole
Nah,
experience was really good. That's the only part that
it
just
was
kind
late,
of like
wasn't it?
I feel like I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't complete the mission, but
I
there'll be
see what
other
you mean.
opportunities, I'm sure.
And it will come. Nah, it will
Yeah,
come.
yeah,
It'll come for sure. Because every day you get bigger, bro. Every day you get bigger, regardless. And the more power content comes out for power, the more it's going to be even easier for you to capitalize on anything that's out there. So no,
yep.
every day is another wingspan to take over. Take over the way the way Tommy, speaking of that, the way Tommy taking over Chicago, and I think that's one thing about. I realize that normally I don't take consideration of that, but I realize when I be watching some of these shows, I be getting that motivation sometimes, especially seeing
Yeah.
Tommy on Power Force, the way he be like, "Yo, I'm here to take over, bro." I finished that episode. I'm trying to take over the whole city, bro. Like, it gives me that mindset. It's like nothing can stop
Yeah.
me, bro. Nothing can stop me. So no,
Yep.
definitely it's lit.
It
It's
takes a
definitely
certain
lit,
type
bro.
of mindset as an individual to think like that, though, because most people they watch the
Yeah,
episode and they shut it off and then they go on about their day. But to like have that mindset of like, yo, I'm trying to take over. Like
yeah.
that's how it got to be. You got to be hungry.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. That's something I like about Power with your Tommies and your Tariqs. I feel like people don't really take. They need to take the necessary parts from it as well. The
Yeah.
action of that. Oh, that's amazing. But just the grind, bro. The grind to get it done. The grind to get things sorted, bro. And I feel like that example of this episode that we'll talk about is just one big thing about that. Where I'm like, whoa, like
Yeah.
this real, this real life for these guys. It's real life. Like they ain't sleeping. That they're putting in the work by any means necessary, bro.
Yeah.
Anyone can get it.
That's a fact. That's one of the things that I kind of really like about the Tommy character is like he's been through so much, but he just don't stop. Whether it's business, whether it's relationships, like he's lost an insane amount, but he's still going. So I'm like, bro, I have no space to complain about nothing. This dude has seen
Oh,
his
bro,
girl
that's
dead on
how
the
it feel,
floor.
huh? It feel
Yeah,
like that
like
when you watch it,
yeah. I'm like, bro, like he done lost his brother. He done lost his
bro. Sky could be
girl.
falling, bro.
Yeah, like I don't care what it is. Unless I physically am not breathing, I gotta keep grinding. So that's definitely something you can take from that show for
Oh,
sure.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's too late. It's too
So
late.
so what have you thought of this season so far? What are your thoughts? How do you kind of see things going?
Man, I really see the Gary Lennon effect, bro.
Facts.
When I compare this season, like you can see there's a lot of substance to it. A lot of substance to what they do. Like they're not playing with the storyline. Normally they'll do a
Mm,
storyline and it'll either be too obvious or just lackluster. Nothing too much about it. You would look forward to what's going on next. This one's more like, okay, it's building up to something. We're not too sure. Like we have our, of course, predictions, but the
yep.
way it's building, bro. Nah, this is I'm liking it. I think it's well balanced. We've still got the action, we've still got the Tommy, but we've got some serious plots, and I really think they're not wasted episodes this time around. I think,
Yeah.
and I give Gary Lennon props to that as well because some of the seasons, especially that season one when it kind of in the middle of it, some of the seasons kind of, some of the episodes are a bit like, man, this is a bit of a filler episode. But yeah, bro, yeah, and I
Yeah.
get it's the final season, but here they're taking the writing very serious, I'd say the least.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny that you mentioned Gary Lennon because when I was at the event, like he was kind of
Yeah,
talking about like his approach to the show. And he was saying
yeah.
like, bro, he would go to Chicago, like he would talk to these gang members, like groups, like he was really doing his research to like depict the city of
Wow,
Chicago. And I'm like, bro, that's an example of like the grind. Like people don't think about that, bro. Like the city is really the biggest character in the show because that's what we're seeing out there.
wow.
So he was talking about the
Yes.
production and how even Joe Sikora, like he's also been a producer since season two. So you see a huge difference. It's a different show to me from like the first season. Way better. Yeah.
Wow, wow.
So it
And it
shows like
showed that.
yeah, they really
It
take
showed
this
that.
shit seriously. I never really thought about that. Like I thought TV shows like
Yeah,
yeah, they do their due
yeah.
diligence, but like to go to the city and talk to the people in the inner cities, like
How it's
that's
done.
yeah, that's a different type of commitment, and it shows.
Nah, that's real. Because I
Yeah.
think that is true. I feel like any director can vainly just do a show and be like, yeah, we're gonna do it here.
Hmm.
And then they'll just make it just the same as they would normally do it in New York. But the fact that, like, bro, and the time and effort that he's probably gone to do that as well, bro.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I don't think they get their credit as much, You hope that it shows in the show, but sometimes I don't think some of these directors get their credit by the lengths they're willing to go to make sure. Like to go at Guns to be like, bro, how are you guys doing it? How is it done here?
Hmm.
Add that in, bro. It's lit.
Yeah, I agree. That's one of the things that I've like grown a level of appreciation for. Because before I was doing
Yeah,
content, I watched movies and shows, but I never knew like who the showrunner was. I never knew who the
yeah,
directors were. Like I didn't even care
yeah.
about shit like that. But
Same.
now being a creator, I'm like, oh, this director's doing this. I'm like, I'm really invested in that shit. And you
Yeah.
see like how important these people really are because you only hear about
Oh
the
yeah.
actors. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But Gary Lennon is like, when you look at his
Huge.
position, like, bro, he had to come on a show that was already running and like fix it essentially. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for him to do it like as quick as he did and like efficiently, I like you got to give him his props for that because it's a whole different show.
Oh.
Yeah.
And like Joseph always says all the time, like he helped that Tommy character big time
Yep.
because they could have just made him a side character at the end of this whole thing. Like, he probably would have never got a spin off like this,
Yeah.
But the way
Yeah.
they developed him, poof,
Absolutely.
huge.
So outside of Tommy, what characters intrigue you in Force?
It's crazy, bro, because I even feel like Garland did a good job. And I don't know if I'm giving him too much props there, but bro,
Yeah.
the way Janam's been this season, bro, I've been liking it, bro.
Yeah.
Because before I was like, Janad, he's here a day. I rate him. But like this season, I think they really try, that's coming out. Diamond's coming out a bit. I feel like the one that's sticking out to me, that I think they'll need to keep pushing it more because I think it's a big thing is D-Mac. I think D-Mac,
Mm-hmm.
D-Mac
Yeah,
doing some crazy stuff right now.
for
I
sure.
feel like he's key to bring out that kind of excitement, engagement, that free for all to just go crazy. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's the element that's needed, especially because it's in Chicago. Like them boys in Chicago be wild. So you gotta bring that kind of agenda there. But bro, there be too many, Like I feel as though I like the way they're coming out with now. They've got the Marquez cartel coming
Mm.
in, and I feel
Hmm.
like them storylines are needed because
Yeah.
we've got and I think that's good because they could have just done it where it's just Che, Miguel, and Tommy. But I feel like the more they're bringing out more of these gangs, it's making sense. Like they've got to keep doing this involvement because it's real life in Chicago. It's more than just
Mm.
two people. So the way they're bringing out these gangs, I feel like it's so necessary, so necessary. You know, I think those are the people in particular that I can really think of right now that I've really been stuck in a bit. Shanti's character is interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like that they've the way they've developed her has been good. Because at first with season 2, she was doing all right, but I didn't know where they were going with Shanti. But they're
Hmm.
really pushing her right now to get there. So I really like the way they're pushing that character as well. How about yourself? Who do you think's really stuck your eye this season so far?
I mean, I really got to say Jannard for real because I feel
Yeah,
like his character is just very misunderstood. And
very.
at the event, Chris Lofton was talking about this. He was kind of saying like he put it in perspective. He was like, imagine you're Jannard, right? And Tommy, this white boy, comes into Chicago and takes over the organization that you were running while your brother was in jail for 15 years.
For 50
And I
years.
was like, damn, like he has every right to feel bitter like that. You know what I mean? It's not
It
like
didn't make sense when I
Kane.
watched it.
Yeah, like, and it's similar to like Kane Tejada, right? Where like he's
Yeah,
hating on Tariq, hating on Tariq, hating on Tariq. It's really the same character. Except I
yeah,
think Jannar's a little bit more smarter, but
for
that really
sure.
opened up a perspective for me. So when I'm watching the show, I'm thinking about that, like, damn, you know what I mean? And I think he said it in
Yeah,
the last episode. He was like, when Diamond was like, "Oh, Tommy's helped us build this," and Jannar was like, "Yeah, well, me too, bro." You know what I mean? Like I was here, but he was,
facts.
yeah. So I think
While you were in,
are you
while
in or
you
are
were
you out?
in,
Yeah. So I think that goes down to like the acting is really good too with his character and the writing too.
oh, yeah,
Like he's a lot more vibrant of a character. It's more than just, oh, I hate Tommy now.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
he has actual
yeah. It's
substance
more
in
than
his
that now.
character.
Yeah,
Diamond, I like what he's doing too. I feel like the writing for Diamond was good. I just felt like the actor just didn't bring no energy to the character. Um, and he
yeah.
even kind of spoke on it in the event too. He was like I'm kind of newer to this compared to like everybody else, and you can tell like he
Real.
be seeming
Yeah,
like
no, for
timid.
sure.
Yeah, he's
You
like a
can tell.
friendly giant.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, you big as
yeah,
hell. Like
for
you need
real.
to embody that shit. And I
Facts,
think we'll see that like
facts,
as the season goes on. Like
facts.
Diamond's gonna get darker for sure.
Yeah,
Um, and
yeah.
it's why it kind of sucks that they're ending with 3 seasons because like I feel like there's so much they can do with these
So
characters,
much,
bro.
bro.
Or
Three
too
seasons ain't
early.
enough for anything.
What? This show could have went 5, 6 seasons.
Yeah,
Easy.
7, bro.
For real. I was talking to
14
Manuel Ramirez.
episodes.
He was saying the same thing. Like they ended this way too early. They could have kept this shit going because, like you said, they got the Marquez cartel. You got Jay. You got Miguel. Like you got all the Claudia. Like you got all these storylines. I'm like, bro, you could have dragged this. You could have did a war with CBI and Tommy. You could have did a
Oh,
war with
definitely.
yeah,
Flint family,
yeah,
even from the beginning, like the way they just kind of dragged it all in, like, nah,
yeah,
it didn't do its just due. It
yeah.
didn't really get
They
its just due. And
stars,
whether it's the
man. They really
budget,
be
I know
fumbling, man.
budgets, um,
Yeah, it's the
it's
budget.
tight, but
Yeah, it's the budget. You can tell. You can tell.
yeah,
Because think about it. We haven't seen Kate or JP this season. I think that's because of budget. You know what I mean? There's more of a focus on like
that's
D-Mac's
crazy.
character. He's getting more
Yeah,
like screen time, which I have no problem with. I actually like D-Mac. Um,
yeah.
I just feel like they're trying to make him a little bit more too much like Tariq. You know what I
I
mean?
see what you mean. I know what you
Yeah.
mean.
And I don't want to like
That
I don't like the
storyline being almost the
repetitiveness.
same, but
Yeah. Except he's even wilder. Like, we're gonna get into that. Like some of the stuff he was doing in his last episode. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo.
nah, he being wild though. He being wild. Like Tariq,
Yeah.
like even when Tariq was catching bodies, like he did it by purpose.
Yeah.
Bro, just like
Yeah.
wilding, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's dropping bodies just to drop, just to be
Just
like, yeah, I
cause.
did that for you. Like Tariq can't just dropping bodies like that.
Yeah.
He's always been calculated, even when
Hmm.
he was a young one. He ain't just shooting anyone like that, bro.
Yeah.
He developed himself, and it wasn't about streets too much at the beginning. But bro's always been, careful about the backlash. He might never be, but we'll definitely discuss more about that for sure.
Yeah. I think the interesting part of this season has really been like Vic Flynn and his sister. Like those have been interesting storylines. Cause I'm like, where are you about to take this? You know what I mean? Like, how
Where
long you
you
gonna be a double
going?
agent for? You know what I mean? I don't really
Yeah,
understand. I just wanted. I'm curious, like, what Gary Lennon's is taking this
gonna
because
do, isn't it?
he should be dead. If we're being real, if we're being
All
realistic,
for real.
he
All
should
for
have
real.
been dead. Like, you know what I mean?
Ages.
Yeah,
Ages.
so the fact that Tommy's kind of working with him in a sense and
Yeah.
having him as a double agent is foreign to me because Tommy don't keep snitches around. So he has to have some bigger plan with this. But I like the dude who plays Vic Flynn though. I feel like he plays the role pretty well. Like,
Very well, isn't he?
yeah,
Good
he's doing a
acting.
good
He
job.
is a good actor.
Yeah, I
He's a
like
good
him.
actor.
I don't know if you remember, but this dude was on Disney Channel, bro.
Was he?
He was on a show called Good
I
Luck Charlie.
I
He
think I
was the
remember a
yeah,
bit.
he was the
Oh,
blonde girl's boyfriend. I think his name was Spencer.
I didn't even catch that. You
Bro,
know,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
I thought
Yeah.
his face resembled that, but I just didn't even
Yep.
think for a second.
Yeah. He was in a couple
Bro,
Disney shows actually. He was in a couple
he's been
Disney.
so underrated, so
Yeah.
underrated.
Yeah. I was impressed because
So
like it's very hard for for young actors to transition into adult actors is very
oh
difficult
yeah,
because the way the
oh yeah,
industry is, like it's hard to make that transition.
tough, bro.
He's done a really good job. He was in another show on Stars. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah,
I think it was Hightown. Hightown. Yeah. He was
right.
in a show called Hightown, like, and that show came out like right before Force. And I think Gary Lennon was
Was
working on
doing
that
it.
show, so I guess he
Wow,
kind of seen his potential and brought him
his
on to
talent was
Force.
in.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you kind of see how like all of this should be connected somehow. Like
yeah.
it all comes full circle.
I think that's a big role on I think on Gary Lennon's hands to be able to do that storyline with the whole Flint family is tough.
Tough.
Because I know I've always been like that. Season 1 and 2, I've been like, where are they going with this Flint family situation? Because they've always gone up and down, left and right, roller coaster here. They just kill the father, this and that. And I thought by the time they
Yeah.
killed the father, I was a bit like, there's too many open ends where we don't know how they're tying this story. So I think it's a big task that Gary Lennon's got in his hands to sort out this whole Claudia and Vic. The way Claudia is using the whole girl is crazy.
Nah, for real though. Yeah. So with this net last episode, right? They start out with Vic. They pick up right where they left off. They drowning
Yeah.
him, they torturing him, whatever. And he eventually, gives in to being a double agent. Do you think that shit is a good idea? Because I don't think it's a good idea for him to be a double agent because you can't trust him. So it's like, how can you trust him to play both sides? I don't feel like that's a
That's
smart decision by Tommy.
initially I thought that, because I'm
Yeah.
thinking, bro, surely, like, it only realistically, it don't make sense because, bro can be on white at any particular point where they need evidence to just catch Tommy in and say, yeah, that's you done.
Hmm.
I see that maybe he's kind of doing it to make himself feel more comfortable. Like, okay, I've got eyes in the FBI. I've got eyes with the feds now. I know
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing. I know what case they're gonna build. I've got eyes, so I can now be more comfortable.
Hmm.
But with him, bro, that's a risk, bro. And I was thinking that in the episode. I was looking at the episode and thinking, because every time I see these episodes, I try to feel like, how would the character feel in real life? Like, bro, you have you've got a snitch in your camp. You've got an actual snitch in your camp,
Yep.
and he's talking to the feds every day, giving them information, and you're chilling. You're like, yeah, I want you to tell them this,
Yeah.
bro. That's crazy. That's
Crazy
a
work.
crazy idea. Realistically, it's a crazy idea. I
Yeah.
get what they're trying to do, but yeah, I feel like that's a bad idea because I almost feel like he has to do something crazy. Like Vic, like you'd think Vic will do something untrustworthy just to get out of the situation.
I agree. And I also feel like Vic is so dangerous right now because he has nothing to lose. So
Nothing.
he's one of the most dangerous people on the board. He'll do anything to survive. You know what I mean?
He-
So like the fact that they didn't kill him probably makes him think that he has some glimmer of hope to get
Leverage.
out of this
Yeah.
shit. And I'm like, it shouldn't be like that. Like you giving someone
Oh,
hope in the streets, like that's a dangerous thing to do. So
that's crazy.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I like
But
his storyline. I just don't like
yeah,
I don't like Stacey Marks at all. I don't like that character. I feel like that whole mayor DNC
governor.
storyline. I don't understand where they're trying to take that shit. You know what I
I know
mean?
where they're going with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think maybe they're trying to do a bit of politics to
Yeah,
even out of what power used to be. They need an
yeah,
angle where they can add politics into it. Maybe they see a flavor going on there. But bro, I don't think that works in Chicago as much. I don't know how they're gonna add
It
that to
doesn't,
fourth.
bro, because like Chicago's a much more visceral city where law
Yeah,
enforcement is just not as prevalent. Like you can, there's
facts.
so many gangs and so much crime going on. It's like you think you about to run for mayor and run a task force? Like that don't even make sense to me. I don't even think that's possible. You're trying to catch somebody like Tommy, who's a professional, and you're dividing your time into multiple things. That I just don't think. I don't think that's realistic at all. But again,
Yeah,
I don't think she's going to be successful because it's Tommy. You know, so like that's in the back of most of our minds. Like it's Tommy Egan. You're not going to catch him, even if he did get arrested, which I don't think he will. He'll get out.
all facts,
Yeah,
all
he'll get
facts.
out. So
I,
yeah.
I think what I can predict from that, all in all, I feel like something crazy will happen with her, and Tom is going to use her as leverage, just
Mm,
so he doesn't have to go to prison. I just feel like she will mess up. I don't. I even feel like her relationship with Old Boy. I feel like something will happen there where Tommy will be like, "Oh, is that what's going on? Okay, I'm gonna use that as leverage. Keep it running, keep it moving." But you know that's the only thing I can see from there that they can gain from that. But yeah, like her particular scenes, I'd be like, "Oh, all right, I understand, but yeah, let's get back to the nitty gritty now."
yeah. Facts. The only scene she really had that I enjoyed was when dude served her with the divorce papers. And
Oh
they kind of
yeah,
had that little conversation where he was like, "Well, do you want to be with me because you actually want to be with me, or because you want to look clean for your campaign?" And I thought that was a good storyline because I mean that's realistic. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you're juggling the political life with your relationship, and that's what I like about Power. When they make it relatable to like real life shit, that's
mm,
when they're at their best. And
yes,
yeah, I enjoyed that part. Now I want to talk about Claudia, bro. What do you think the point of her character is at this point? Because I have no idea where they're trying to take it with her. I'm assuming she's gonna get out of jail because I seen some like exclusive teaser like before we got on here. Literally Claudia getting out. So we know she's gonna get out.
bro.
Yeah.
I even think from season two, I didn't see the point in putting her in prison, getting her stabbed up, only for her to come out and she's kind of still in prison, but she's still alive.
Yeah.
I feel as though they might as well would have just left her outside,
Hmm.
had her own thing. I felt it was better if she was outside. She's running the Flynn family. She's doing her own thing. She's got
Yeah.
a whole Irish gang going on. Just something to, because I feel as though her thing's now left and right, and I don't know what too much of what they plan to do with it. From what I'm seeing, I don't know if there's going to be some kind of link up eventually between her and Vic. I
Mm.
don't know how where that goes because some kind of interaction is going on there, which would probably come out.
Yeah.
But like, bro, that's up in the air. And you only got so many episodes to get that sorted out, so they really must have something cooking. Hopefully, in the next few episodes, that's going to unravel what Claudia's aim is going to be here. Because we don't want to get to a point where we've got all these too many characters, and at the end of the season, you just have to put them one place. A bit like Ghost. So we hope that
Mm.
they got to develop that story with whatever Claudia's on right now because it almost be like all these people be getting in trouble like your Vicks and your Claudias, and they're like, "Yeah, I got stuff on Tommy if you need stuff on Tommy." You know, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, I'll help you get Tommy in
Facts.
prison. I'll help you get. Like we really need them to have a motive of what they want, what are they looking for, what's their agenda going on. How and I feel as though putting her in prison kind of weakened her status and weakened her power a lot. I
Mm.
felt like keeping her out was better to develop a character, to make her a boss, because she could have been a female boss that they could have had in power. And I felt like they could have developed that going further. She already took off the flame. She already took off the head of the snake. And I
Yep.
felt like to put her in prison and I'm taking that, you know, I feel as though I got to see what they have in store. But it's been a bit up and down with Claudia.
Yeah, I agree. I will say I'll push back on. I actually think that like her
Mhm.
being in prison is good for her and the development of the character
Mm.
because like even Shanti was saying to her little girlfriend or whatever, like, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Like y'all haven't been in the streets. Like yes, her family was in the streets, but she wasn't in the field. You know what I'm saying? She was doing the
Ah,
books and shit. So now being in
yeah,
prison and experiencing like what it's like to live that life and to be at the
that's
bottom
true.
of like that. When she comes out, it's like, well, what's the worst thing that
Oh,
could happen? You damn near almost got killed. And you was in
that's
prison.
true.
So
That's
She can
true.
only go up from there. Now, can the Flynn? I don't. My main thing is I don't understand why they killed off Walter. Like that was a character that I
Bro.
really liked. I feel like you could have dragged his storyline out a couple more seasons. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
kept the dynamic between that family. You could have did like an in war with them. Like, but again,
yeah.
they probably wanted to save money and budget cuts.
Or at least
Yeah,
at least at the end of the season as well. Like
yeah, bro,
at
to
least
kill
at the
him that
end of
early.
season 2. That was
Yeah,
early,
that's
bro.
disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Like, that's one thing that I was thinking too. Like how you gonna kill him this early? You could
And
have
that's all
waited
it
till
took
like,
as well.
yeah, you could have waited till last season, like the last episode. But I didn't want to question Gary Landon because he's done a good job thus far. So he must have done
Yeah.
it for a reason, and it makes sense now that you see like the position that their Flynns are in. Like since Walter died, they've been going through it. You know what I mean? Like Vic a snitch now. Like Claudia locked up, getting stabbed. Walter was really the one
Messy.
holding it down for real. So
Oh yeah.
you see, like
It's messy right now
the
again.
absence of his presence, like they fucked everything up. The Flynn
Oh
family
yeah.
ain't even a family no more.
Oh
Yeah,
bro.
at all,
It's dead right now. In
at all.
Chicago, it's dead in the streets.
Dead, dead. They out of there. So I find this Marquez cartel thing very interesting. This whole war.
Mhm.
Um, there was a scene with Tommy where he brought a head into the meeting with the coalition, and I was like, no, like why did you do that? That was a huge mistake to me. I don't know what you thought about that.
Bro, I never seen in when you got all your gang, you got all the different gangs, and you made your own business in the back. You made a big decision that you didn't even speak to anybody about. You didn't
Yeah,
even talk to anybody about that.
nope.
You go do that and then just open up the head and do this, like, yo, bro, he is everyone. In fact, take a photo and then you tell everybody, don't tell nobody.
Like
Shh,
what?
don't tell nobody.
How you not gonna tell somebody? Like what? Come on, Tommy. Like that show was so dumb to me. Like, how are you gonna do something like that and think that they're not gonna say anything? And even Diamond was telling him, like, yo, Chase gonna definitely find out about this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
Tay ain't gonna find nothing out.
like what?
What?
Come on, Tom. It's like that's one of the things about this kind of annoyed me about Tommy in Force is like there's moments where he moves like Ghost and he's very strategical, and then there's still moments where he acts like the idiot Tommy from the OG Power that has
Oh
no
yeah.
sense. And it's like you can kind of tell he still doesn't understand how to maneuver as a leader in the business. His ego is
Oh,
too big now. You know what I
too
mean?
big.
He's too
Too big.
ambitious, which I never thought I would
Yeah,
say, but like his ego is too big. And you see how Diamond
yeah.
is like, I'm signing with Jannard now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're only a few
you can
episodes
even
in.
feel the
Yeah, you
tension
could
when he
feel
was
it.
trying to talk down on Janad. He said,
Yeah.
leave to the professionals." Diamond was like, "Man,
Like
this
what?
guy, man, I'm
What you
toxic."
mean? You know what I mean? He was like, take that bass out your voice. I knew
Hit
I
up,
knew that
hit that.
relationship was gonna be raps when Jannard wanted to speak and Diamond was like, yo, let him talk. I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay, okay. And you know what the first thing I thought it was? It's all Shanti, bro. It's all Shanti. Shanti really the most dangerous character in Force right now. I don't think
she
people really
dangerous, bro.
understand because she has
She
control of the
dangerous.
brother of the person who runs half of CBI. So she's just puppet mastering from behind the scenes, and she don't gotta lift a finger.
She ain't got to do nothing, bro. Just
Nothing.
words, bro.
Just
Just
words.
words.
Just words. And I think they talked about this at the event. Chris Lofton was talking about Jannard. He was like, Shanti validates everything that Jannard wants to hear from Tommy and Diamond. Like she tells him
Oh
like, yo,
yeah,
like you should have been running this shit. Like you've been running this shit while they was gone. She's feeding his
that's
ego
it.
while controlling him at the same time, and it's
That's
working because
yes.
Jannard and Tommy and Diamond are about to separate. And who you think is
Oh
going to
yeah.
step into that vacuum in
Shanti's
CBI?
just
It's going to
out
be
there
Jannard.
ready.
You know what I mean? And then Shanti's still going to be behind the scenes pushing the buttons.
There,
So, but again,
there,
no one
bro.
peeps it because she's a woman, and women in the streets are not taken seriously. But she She's making all her moves. And
That's the thing.
yeah.
Even when Janad was like in the ring when they were smashing, Janad was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to put a ring on you." She ain't even for that, bro. She ain't even trying to eat. She ain't like, bro. Shanti don't care about this romance thing, bro.
Mm-mm.
She here for the power.
She about
She
business.
here for opportunity. She don't care. She willing to. She said, "Forget all that ring stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Let's get let's get this moving."
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this moving. That's her mentality. Like
Yeah.
she ain't like the what Maria's on. She Maria's on. She different.
Yeah, she's not
She
a
different type of
stay-at-home
animal
wife.
about this, you know.
It is funny because like I really think Shanti would snake Jannard if it meant that she could take control of CBI.
Easy,
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think Jannard
easy,
really
bro.
realizes that because
Yeah,
let's be honest, the coochie controlling him right now. He in the coochie, he like, you know what I'm saying? We all good. We in this together. And Shanti keeps saying that too. She like, oh, we running this together. We like Bonnie and Clyde. I don't buy that
never,
because
never,
in
never,
reality,
never.
like only one person can be at the top.
Never,
You know
ever.
what I mean?
Like, bro, like she already been giving him warnings already. Like, yo, if you take that thing again, if you take that product
Yeah.
again, if you
Yep.
like, I almost feel as though in general she ain't really like she there out of convenience because she sees opportunity,
Yeah.
and you can almost feel like between the two of them, who would snake who first?
Hmm.
Shanti snaking Denard
Oh,
quickly, bro,
easily for
quickly,
sure.
quickly. Denard would think about it like, ooh,
Yeah.
like to the point where Denard would pick her over D, unless that's the only thing that will make him change his mind. But I even think even with that, he'd probably pick Shanti. So, bro,
Yeah.
it's looking. I think he's in the most danger right now, just because of her.
I do too, but I also feel like she's making a mistake with trying to pit him against his brother essentially and
Yeah,
say like,
that's
yeah, and the
she
thing is
shouldn't be
like
that long.
she asked him like, are you sure you want to you're cool
Yeah,
with taking out your brother? And he ain't really, he's acting like he's cool with it, but it's obvious
it's
that
clear, bro.
he's
It's
not
so
he's not
clear.
with that shit. You know what I mean? And
Like they've been
yeah, it
your
was
day one.
obvious. But even back to last season when they pops died, I was like, okay, this is how they're kind of trying to bring these two back together. They're trying to make them close again. And they've been teasing like blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water. Like, bro, you're not about to choose this chick over your bro. She just came in the picture last season. You know what I mean? She's talking
Yeah,
about we running this. Why would Jannard want to run it with her when he was running it by himself before she
in
was
the
even
third
around?
place.
Like
In the
logically,
third
like how
place.
could you think that he wants to share that with you? Hell no.
That's the thing.
It don't even make sense. It don't make sense.
That's the oh no, it's good. But I'm a bit worried, because I feel like the way they mention him being on that product again,
Mm,
I feel as though, man, why do I feel like something's gonna happen where he's gonna get himself into that again? I don't know what, but I just feel as though them mentioning that again,
mm.
it don't I don't feel too confident that he's over that stuff. Like I
Yeah.
can see bro getting high again, but it'll be something drastic. But I can just see something going on where I don't know, maybe he kill his bro. Something crazy will happen where yeah, I just see himself getting back on that. I see himself getting back on his own product. But we'll see what happens. So for them to bring that up again, I feel something's up there.
I definitely think it's a possibility
Yeah.
because I mean, once you're addict forever. It's not
Yeah,
something that
that's right.
like you know what I mean? It's
Look
every
at
day
Kate
a
Egan.
choice.
Like,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kate Egan is a high functioning addict. Like Jannard don't function well on that product. We seen last season he was fucking all the way up, like getting his car taken by the Serbs. Like it was bad. Um, but there was a scene where like he had the fentanyl with him in the car, and like he was able to like put it in the car,
Yeah.
and like so there's he's shown that he's still somewhat disciplined. Um,
Control. Yeah.
but like that's a good point. Like transitioning to DMAC. DMAC went on this robbery, bro. And the funny thing about this robbery, the funny thing about just DMAC in general is I feel like every time he does something worse than before. Like he doesn't learn his
Every
lesson.
time.
And I'm like,
Every
Tommy
time.
just told you like you're never gonna get in CBI. Like he literally told you as long as I'm in, you out. What would make you think that you can go get this lick and that's gonna make them like you think you're the first person to hit a lick? Like you're the first person to hit a robbery? And the robbery wasn't even my problem. It's the
Rob,
way he went about it. Like,
the way he went about that thing was
yeah,
just
bro.
insane.
He didn't insulate himself to where like no one could think that that's him. And then he throws his boy in, who's the only black guy in the fucking room. Like, you don't think they're gonna suspect that y'all were
And
in
then
on it?
Dot's like,
Yeah.
and the way his friend was like, man, everybody know where I'm at right now, though, bro. Everybody go know where you're
Yep.
at right now after that robbery. After that
Yeah.
robbery,
Yeah.
I think, I think he goes, man. I think his friend goes. I think
Yeah. It's
even
a
before
possibility.
Tommy,
Hmm.
I think before Tommy tries to bring him, I think his friend goes, bro.
Yeah.
They already want his head, but his friend's just gonna be in the way, bro. His friend's collateral damage right now. I just feel
He
like,
has to be.
bro,
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of when Tariq was wilding in the OG power and it got Raina killed. I feel like they're itching towards a similar trend, but this time, like he has multiple people he's endangering. He's endangering his
yeah,
friend Marshall.
JP's and
He's endangering possibly his father, who a lot of people think gonna get smoked, and he's
man.
endangering the girl that he's with because he's with her in
Oh,
broad.
even
Like imagine killing a cop,
Mini Effie.
killing a cop, killing that Mad Dog guy, robbing the Chinese, and then you go in broad day and endanger the person that you love most. Like how do you think that
That's
that's smart? And this
nasty,
is someone
bro.
who supposedly grew up in the streets. How are you this
That's
dumb?
nasty.
Yeah.
That is crazy. It's actually crazy, bro.
So I feel like D-Mac might lose like all of those people. I think there's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
chance he could all of them could go because he's endangering everybody. And I think that's what
Everybody, bro.
yeah, I think that's what'll finally let Tommy be like, all right, I'm gonna just let you
Yeah.
in because I mean it doesn't seem like you're gonna get it. So
And I think what's crazy about that as well is just the fact that, you know, the way Diamond and Janada are like, yeah, we got to get him done. Like, how's
mm,
that dynamic even go? Because I'm so interested to see. They know that, you know, that's Tommy's nephew, that's Tommy's blood.
yep.
So, bro, if he sniffed that out, it's gonna look crazy. And they feel like we need to get DMAC out of here, or one of us will be out of here. So I feel like that's gonna be a crazy situation, the way that's all gonna tie in.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those storylines that like I'm just not buying it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm,
you
yeah,
really think they're gonna kill D-Mac? Like,
that's the
like
thing.
you know you're gonna have to face Tommy. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And they're trying to put it in a way that like, oh well, if we kill him in a way that doesn't come back onto us, bro, like it's
that's
gonna he's gonna find out. It's
he's gonna
Tommy.
know.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? People talk. The streets talk. So I feel like that's what could ultimately push Tommy from like not fucking with CBI no more is the D-Max
yes,
situation. But I don't see
yes,
that King Kilo thing working out.
yeah. It ain't gonna work out.
It's not gonna they're
It
not gonna
ain't
kill
working out.
D-Mac. You know what I mean? And D-Mac
It
is a
ain't
fan
working out.
favorite now. So I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
that they would
yeah,
risk
yeah.
killing him off. I mean, that would be a way to shock the viewers though. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah,
That
oh
was
yeah.
that's a way to go viral. Everyone on Twitter would be going crazy about
D
that.
Mac dying?
Yeah.
Whew.
Because no, I don't think anyone would really see that coming.
No one will see that
You know
coming.
what I mean? He's too
No
young
one
to
like
go. Yeah,
people are just saying like a JP, but D Mac?
yeah, that'd be wild. And D-Mac could be a part of the future. Like I could see him being in Power Legacy. So I think they definitely want to keep him around
Yeah, build
for
him
whatever
up,
they do next.
brew
Yeah,
his character in.
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
And,
like
and
that'll
it's
be
like
lit.
he's so dumb that like there's so much potential for him to like rise. You know what I mean? Like they've dumbed his character down to the point where like he has so much growth to
Yeah.
make. You know what I mean? And
Oh, for sure.
yeah, that's why I'm like, if Tariq pops up, which everyone suspects he will, I would love to just see an interaction between those two, bro.
Yeah.
Just to
He'll be a
see
bit like a
like,
bit of a big bro.
yeah, because Tariq,
Bit of a more reasonable, head-headed, like, yeah,
yeah,
bro, this is
someone
how
who's
the
more
game goes.
clear
I was
headed.
like you,
Yep, yeah.
my
Hey,
YG.
he wasn't like him though.
He won't, he won't.
Because D-Mac, bro, oh my
This guy
god,
wilding.
bro, wilding.
Chicago crazy.
Like I was watching that shit, like there's no way he's doing this. Like, you must not be afraid of Tommy, because you know what I mean. Like, they gotta have a scene that's similar. Like, you know how Tommy put Tariq on the against the roof. I feel like there's gonna be something similar like that, where Tommy's like, "Yo, are you sure you want to do this, bro? Because once you in, ain't no getting out." Ain't no getting out.
You know
So it's a
what?
dangerous thin line there.
And what's crazy is that D-Mac may be the only guy where I've seen people get in. I'm like, yo, is he sure about this? D-Mac's so crazy, bro. I'm like, bro, he ain't even matter because bro crushing out anyway,
Every
bro.
time.
Bro, just I like D-Mac's that character. You can't even imagine him even try to be a civilian, bro.
No
You know
way.
what? Bro don't have it in him, bro, to be a
Yeah.
civilian.
Yeah.
Bro just trying to crush out, bro. Like,
Yeah. And to a degree, I understand the character like not wanting to be a civilian because it's like that you've never been a civilian. So the idea that I'm gonna be a civilian now as a young
no
adult
stable
is
home.
yeah, you know what I mean? That's like you being an entrepreneur your entire life and then you telling me I gotta go work a 9 to 5. It's not happening. I've already been exposed to like a lifestyle that is more suitable for me. Now you're telling me I gotta clock in and clock out? Hell nah.
When I've got all these
You know
buddies
what I
on top
mean?
as well, bro. Ain't no
Yeah.
way, bro.
But that's not even the problem. The problem is the way he goes about being in the game is so reckless. And
Reckless, bro.
and he don't even think that what he's doing is bad. That's the worst part. Like, and I said this in one of my TikTok videos. I'm like, and like Tariq knew what he was doing was wrong. Like he
Yeah. Oh,
knew he fucked up. D-Mac
he
thinking
knew.
like he's valid. He thinking he justified for killing these people and robbing these people. And I'm like, that's the problem, bro. You don't have no real reasoning for doing this. You're just doing it just because you want to be
You,
down.
you
It's
can't
like,
even feel like he's doing it for the bag, bro. You know,
nah,
like Tariq, you be like, oh man, that thing be tempting for some people. Like, yo, that's some. Like, he'd be looking at the bag, like, yeah, like D-Mac just out here, just like he look like he's like your favorite guy to have if you need somebody to have a hit on someone.
yeah,
Like, bro, like bro, just trying to get his points on the board.
yep.
You
That's the guy you take when you want to get on a mission. He's gonna be always
know?
down for everything. He's that friend that's just like, whoa, where are we going? Okay, cool. I'm with it.
Okay, you need. I got you. I
Yeah.
got you, bro. Doing it, bro.
So I want to talk about the Garcias, Maria, Miguel, and that whole
Yeah, yeah,
storyline. I'm
yeah.
be honest, bro. I don't like Maria. I don't like her.
He ain't rated him.
I don't like her because I feel like she contradicted herself, bro. I don't know if it's the writing or the character or that's how they playing it, but like when we first seen her and Tommy was trying to holler, she's like, "I'm not rocking with you. Like you're in the game. You're messing with my brother. Like I'll never." And then now she's talking about, "Oh, I'll wait for you, Tommy. I'm at home." I'm like,
Don't
"Are you
worry.
serious? Full 360. Talking about I
No,
love
bro,
you.
bro. It makes sense, bro.
That would make no
You're a
sense.
nurse.
Like
You're
what?
seeing dead bodies every day, bro. And you're saying, yeah, man, I'm riding with you. Don't worry about it. Bro,
What?
they're clipping you down. She almost got clipped down. She like, I mean, what?
It makes no sense. She almost got clipped in this last episode when they had that little shootout. She could have got
That's
hit then.
crazy.
This is like, you know what I mean? Like that's one of the things. Like sometimes, like I feel like you got to justify things like that. You can't have a character come in a certain way and then they go a 360, and it's just because they fell in love. Like
Yeah,
that shouldn't deter your principles. Like your core
exactly.
values change because
Even
of this
Keisha
guy.
was a bit like, eh,
Yeah, and Keisha still wasn't really with it for real. You know what I mean?
yeah, at all.
Yeah, she wasn't really with it. Like Maria's like, oh, I'm down. Like I'm with it. Like I'm like, okay. Like I don't think you really understand the full extent of what you're doing here. You know what I mean? And it's why Miguel was so
Yeah,
like
nah,
hell bent on not being together because
for
it's going to
sure.
lead to something tragic. But
Bro, there's definitely a 360 between season 2 and season 3, bro. Before she
yeah,
got kidnapped, bro, she was not on this at all, bro. She get kidnapped, now she like, yeah, I'm about to smoke, man. Go do what you gotta do. I'm here.
yep,
What?
yep. And it it's unrealistic, but it's realistic in a sense.
Mm.
You know what I
Because of
mean?
the love,
Because
bro.
like that's how it is in real life. Like you meet someone and
Yeah,
you kind of bend your ways because you like them too much, right? So
yeah.
I understand that, but in this sense, I'm not like this is the streets that you get killed. You know what I mean? This isn't like, oh, I'm gonna go to this food spot because you like it. No, this is I'm gonna be in the streets because you're in the streets.
That's
That's a whole
crazy.
different like level of delusion you're into. And yeah, I don't understand why they did that. I didn't
And
like that. And this the
and I
relationship feels
feel
forced. It feels forced.
forced, bro.
Forced.
Forced. And I feel like a lot of the women in general in power, majority of the women when they get in relationships, even Shanti, everyone has like a vision and a plan where they're going. I don't know what Maria's vision is with this whole thing. You want to build a family? Like what tell us, like communicate to us what you even
Yeah,
want out of this, bro. All right, you're in love, but what's your vision like? Because your profession. You've got a whole profession as a nurse. Like, surely you've got a vision. You got some like Shanti got a vision at least.
yeah.
Like what I know what Maria's agenda or vision is going forward.
And the thing is, right? Like, we don't even see her go to work no more. That nurse shit out the window. That goes back to like I thought that was like her ambition. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this job.
I thought
I'm gonna be a regular civilian. Now it just seems like she's just going along with whatever Tommy wants to do. You know what I mean? Like,
like she on hiding,
yeah, like she's
security.
just chill. Like, imagine me sitting at home waiting for you, doing nothing while you're going to work. Like, that's a crazy concept to me for a man or a woman. Either way, it's not even a gender thing.
It don't make
You gotta
sense,
have
bro.
like your own thing going on, and like now it's at the point where she can't even do that because she's in danger because she's a liability because she's someone that Tommy loves, so she can be targeted. So she just got to be cooped up in the crib, and I'm like, how does that not drive you crazy? Like, how as a person are you not ambitious to the point where you're like,
Facts.
I don't want to stay here. You know what I mean?
Like by now, ain't you sick with the whole? Like, haven't you been sick for the past decades of growing up with Miguel's situation
Yeah,
altogether?
like you're
And
in the
now
same
you're like,
thing.
bro, I'm gonna put myself in it. Like I'm gonna lean to it now. I'm leaning to this street life.
Yeah,
Like you ain't even like you want her to have scenes where not scenes of yeah, just don't kill my bro. Scenes where yeah, please Tommy, leave this guy. Like leave this. Like you would expect she would be pushing that. You know. I ain't seen a vision in this whole thing. I think that's one thing that they're missing out right now is what is Marae's vision.
yep.
Because bro, everyone normally, especially women, everyone's got a vision of what they want, what they want in the situation that they're going
Mhm.
for with the man that they're with. But I ain't seen it with Maria.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's the problem. And I also think that's kind of want to be that's going to be one of the things that I feel like probably pisses people off at the end of the season because bro, there's so many storylines. You're telling me that this is all going to come to a close in the next
Yeah.
8 episodes of this series?
We know what
Hell
happened with
no.
Power Ghost. We know what
Yeah,
happened with
it's going
Power
to be the
Ghost.
same thing. It's going to be the same thing. I was talking to Manuel Ramirez. He literally was like, bro, people are going to be pissed off at the end of the season because like you can't end all of this. How? You telling me every character is going to get closure? All these storylines are going to
That's
get
sick.
closed?
That is sick.
You know what I'm
That is
saying?
sick.
You can you
That
can
is
you can
sick.
just tell this show
And
wasn't supposed to end. It's just like Power Book
oh
2.
yeah,
The only difference is I
oh
feel
yeah,
like this show is it's just better. Like it's still good
yeah,
though. But I
oh
feel
yeah.
like towards the end we're going to be confused on like how certain characters end off or where their future is. Like that's the only thing I don't like. And I don't blame the writers or anything. I just blame
Oh
stars
yeah.
for like putting pressure on them to end these shows because I mean you fucking up the bag.
The bag for real, man. Feel like people been invested in these characters,
Yeah,
and bro, one storyline that I know at the end of this that I know will not be tied in, bro. I have no faith for that Flynn situation, bro. Like I just feel as though Vic and Claudia they ain't gonna tie those. Like I just feel as though
yeah.
that's the go to where they're gonna just push it to a side. But bro, to tie this whole thing up, Diamond, Janard, like there's too many big characters that
Shanti, yeah,
for for all this, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be
yeah.
tough.
It's gonna be tough, mainly because like all of these characters are connected somehow. So it's
Yeah.
like you gotta like how is it gonna make sense for? And I mean they're teasing a bloodbath, but the
Oh yeah.
problem with Power is when they say certain things, oftentimes it doesn't happen the way they say it's going to end. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
I remember
That's
when they was
true.
promoting Power Book 2 and they were like, oh, this season's gonna be it's gonna be
Gonna be
crazy, it's gonna be this, that. Only Monet died. Everybody else lived.
bro.
What? The whole
They made
cast
like it's gonna be
survived.
like Game of Thrones. People just gonna be dying, bro.
Like it's sad. It's sad. Like at least Game of Thrones, like people went out. Like you know what I'm saying. You had
Yeah.
Cersei died, Jamie. Like you know what I'm saying. Like some people went out, and
They were
everybody.
tying people.
Yeah,
They were tying stories.
they
Yeah.
were legit
But
endings.
this,
Yeah, they were legit endings. Even now, when I go back and I watch Game of Thrones, I'm like, the ending really wasn't as bad as people made it seem. I think in the moment, like,
Mm.
people were just very upset. But I
Oh yeah.
mean, they did the best they could because, like, when you have a show like that, no matter what you do, no people are not going to be happy, bro.
At all, bro.
They're not
At
going to be
all, bro.
happy.
Especially when you make people wait.
And then you come out with a season for you come out with 6 episodes. 6? Come on, man. Come on, man. All that money they got. Yeah, I don't even want to get into that, but yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting season for sure. I
Oh
made
yeah.
a video today. A lot of people keep asking about Tariq. They're like, when he's gonna show up? And I kind of broke it down to where like it's really business. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if he came in. Imagine he came in for the whole season, right? That's like $1 million you got to pay that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a huge character. That's like 6 figures an episode. So they're not gonna pay him. They're gonna wait till
Bro,
like
and
the last episode and then throw
at
him in there.
least,
Yeah,
bro, I didn't even think it'd be disrespectful if they brought him in because, bro, that would just botch over so many characters, bro. Tariq is such a
exactly.
big character, bro. Somebody has to move out the way.
Everybody got to
Someone
move out
got
the way.
like, they ain't even enough screen time to add Tariq in this.
Yeah, it's not enough. And even when he does show up, it's gonna be taking screen time from other people regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because he's a
it's
lead
got to be
character.
right at the end, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Right at
right
the
at the
end,
end.
because
Yeah.
that's gonna add into not tying up any of these characters at all, bro. Imagine putting Tariq in right now. Like, where would that make sense? Like, some of these power fans need to start thinking, how are you gonna put him in? He's just gonna be, yeah, I'm about the life. Yeah,
Like what?
Tommy, what's up? Yeah, Maria, nice to meet you. They're gonna find him a shorty or something like. Come on, like,
That's what I was saying.
nah,
Like, they don't need Tariq right now because Tommy's not really going through anything. I was
for
saying, like,
real,
yeah, like once Tommy starts going through shit and it gets dire, then it makes sense for Tariq to pull up. But I mean,
for
it
real.
just fucking started. Like, chill out. It just started.
Like, where do you put Diamond then? Because they damn near
Yeah,
not even finished with Diamond's
he
story.
becomes irrelevant. He becomes irrelevant
I've not
automatically.
seen him touch that barbershop since, bro.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense for Tariq to show up right now. And from a business perspective, like, you want to keep the fans engaged. So like, if you hold it out to the end, they're gonna keep watching till the end. That's
Oh,
just
for
business
real, bro.
101. Why
For
would I
real.
reveal my biggest asset right now? You know what I mean? So they're gonna drag that out for sure. And when he does show up, the internet's gonna go fucking nuts because we ain't
Crazy.
seen him in like almost 2 years. So
Oh, they know. It's
yeah,
almost like a cheat code from where it's like, okay, this is the finale. We need to surprise these
yeah,
guys.
we need
Let's
to
add
spice it
Tariq
up.
in.
Yeah,
That's why you had Tommy and Ghost at the end of those episodes, some of those
exactly,
episodes, some of the seasons.
exactly.
Yeah, let's fit Tommy in here so it look crazy. In fact, let me put him episode 9, so about 10, everyone go
Yeah,
tune in and be like, oh, whoa, what's going
yeah.
on?
That's exactly what I said. Like, just look at what they did with him crossing over and Ghost. What would make you
Yeah,
think that it's going to be any different? Like,
it's
and
gonna
that's
be the same
Tommy
way.
crossing over. I can imagine what kind of bag he asking for. You know what I mean? He been in this shit day one, 12 years. You know what I mean? He probably
Just
getting the bag.
serious
Yeah.
one, serious.
So with that being
Oh, it's
said,
gonna be
I
like,
don't know if you heard of this, but Joseph been doing a bunch of interviews and shit like that with Chris Lofton and
oh yeah,
Isaac Keys, and they asked
yeah,
about pretty much the ending for Tommy or whatever.
oh yeah,
And he said that they're working on a Power movie. He said him and Gary Lennon are writing a Power movie. And I was like, well, how does that kind of make sense? I mean, we're supposed to have Power
yeah.
Legacy, right? So
Legacy.
like, where does that fit into it? And the way that he was talking was like saying as if the movie would be the end for Tommy, like it would be his end.
That's how I looked at it, bro.
And
That's how I look.
I was talking to a certain somebody, and they was pretty much saying that Joseph Sikora um doesn't have a good relationship with the president of Stars. So they're pretty much saying that when they were doing negotiations for pay for Power Legacy, Joseph was like, "Man, I need this," and they was like,
Oh,
"Nah, we're not trying to do that on some Omari
oh.
shit." So they're just like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just do this
Oh.
movie, get this one-time payment out the way, and be done with it, and just be done with the character because you're gonna have to pay him more if he
Oh,
comes to
for
this show
sure.
because he's even
He
more
ain't
popular
no.
now. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yo, the price is yesterday's price, not today's price.
Ain't not today's price. He ain't just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah,
Like as a big like, and he's in other shows as well. Like
yeah,
for him to like, yo,
yeah,
bro, for me to put my time in this, like, it's not like I'm just doing power. I just did
yeah.
reasonable doubt here.
And they just
So
got
it's like,
renewed
bro,
for
I'm
a
on.
fourth season, so he's probably
Imagine,
going to
and then
be in
you're
that
saying,
too.
yeah, yeah, just come power legacy, just get this. Like,
What?
you
You think I'm gonna come back for the
you can
same
almost
exact
smell the
check?
friction.
Like,
You can almost smell the friction, bro.
yeah, yeah, it's there, and like, the, again, this is where they be messing up. Like, you seen they did this with Omari when they wanted Omari to come back, and he was like, "I needed this," and they ain't respond. Now you're doing that with Joseph, and like, I don't know how true this is. This is just what I've heard from a certain
Yeah,
somebody,
that's interesting though.
but I'm like, if they do this, the Power Universe is going to be in grave danger because you already lost
Oh,
Ghost. If Tommy died, if they get rid of Tommy, especially in a way that doesn't satisfy the fans, a lot of people will stop watching. Like they'll actually stop watching this time.
oh yeah.
They'll actually
Like
stop
you can't
watching.
keep doing these name drops. You can't name drop Tommy for it to be a big deal,
Yeah,
kind of thing no more. Like you, like bro,
yeah,
like he's such a big character to this. So many people too invested into Tommy to just
too
like throw
invested.
him out, and they
And it
can't
makes
do a
me
thing
think
where,
like it's even deeper because if you're not trying to pay Tommy, well, what about Tariq? He's he just came off the most popular Power show. Book Two was the most popular show, so he's gonna want a new bag. You know what I mean? So you gotta have him in the show too. So you're not trying to pay Tommy, you're gonna pay him. You know
it
what I
made me
mean?
think unless they're trying to divide the bag, they're trying to split the cake between the two and to eat like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
I could do with that. But Michael probably a bit like, I can do that, but Joseph is like, nah, I can't do that.
The
Nah, I can't
reason
do
the
that,
reason
man.
I don't think either of them will rock is because I'm pretty sure Joseph Secor like has the same representation as 50 Cent. And I had heard him like do
Oh,
an
for
interview.
sure.
Yeah, yeah, they got the same like agent or manager or whatever, some shit like that.
Oh,
So he was pretty much saying like in an interview that like, well, 50 got me hit to like pretty much what I'm worth. Like this is how I need to go about negotiating. And so Joseph probably like, damn, like I'm worth this. I'm not about to take this. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like people call Omari crazy and they say he's greedy and but he just figured out his value. You don't really know
yeah,
what your
bro,
value is when you're in it,
serious
bro.
politics, bro.
Yeah.
Serious politics, and they always be scheming off the top, bro. You
Scheming.
think, yo, and they be getting some of these. I feel they be getting some of these actors' hopes up with this. Like they be thinking, man, I've just made a bag. I'm successful. I'm the face of power, like Amari. Before you
Yeah.
know it, you're going for your next installment, and then you see the bag they're trying to give you, bro. It's disrespectful, bro.
Disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful. Like
Disrespectful.
the way they be taking, like, bro, these guys are literally carrying these shows for you. You can't get anybody else, and you're not trying to give them a serious bag to be like, yo, like that's crazy to me.
It's crazy
That's
because
crazy
I've
to me.
seen it not just with stars, but I've seen
Yeah,
in other organizations too. I've seen the Jeremy Renner. I don't know if you know who that is. He's the dude who was Hawkeye
yeah.
in Marvel.
Hawkeyes and yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
for
wanted him to
sure.
come back and do another season of Hawkeye. And he was
Yeah.
like, yo, they trying to give me like less money this time. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
Lex is
And
crazy.
he was like, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? And this was after
Bro
like
almost died.
yeah, that's what he was saying. He was like, bro, I just risked my life, like, and y'all trying to give me less money, and I'm a
What?
Marvel superstar. Fuck no, I'm not
Doing
taking a
movies
cut,
as well.
pay cut,
Bro
bro.
doing movies, bro.
And I'm like, Marvel, like stars, I can kind of understand, but Marvel, you have a limitless budget. You got billions of dollars at your disposal. You're telling me you can't throw this man a couple extra 100,000, 200,000, 300,000?
Less?
Like what?
Less?
You want him to come back and
Oh,
take less money? Well, he's
that's
the main
sick.
reason your show's even popping to begin with. You take him out, who the fuck is watching that shit?
Who's
Then they
watching
throw
it,
in
bro?
Hawkeye. Yeah,
Then what's the Hawkeye spin-off? That's sick.
yeah. It doesn't make
That's
no
sick.
sense, bruh. And shit like that really be like eye opening because the business is so dirty, bro. And like if you don't have the right representation, like you'll be getting finesse. Like you'll think you're making
Finesse,
money,
bro.
but you'll be worth way more.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
way more.
Oh yeah.
But because of
Oh
what
yeah.
you're getting, you may not be used to like getting that. You're like, oh, they give me 100,000 an episode. This is crazy.
Bro,
Whole time you were
especially when the
three, four
market
hundred. Yeah,
people,
yeah,
bro,
yeah,
especially when the market, and I think these directors as well, when they see that for the actors the market is dry and like, yeah, there's not too many films coming out, series
yeah.
coming out, they be taking advantage of that, bro. They be like, look,
Exactly.
this coming out regardless, so ease with his back, and
Yep.
that's crazy. They be looking at these actors like they ain't got no other plays.
Yeah.
Because there's some actors they can't do that to. They know that he got a show coming out soon anyway. So you wouldn't even try that. But for some of
Yeah.
these other actors, they be like, I know you ain't doing too much. Take less because you know there ain't much you're doing that's gonna be as big as this right now. And
Yeah.
they be moving crazy.
Yeah, man. That's the wildest part. Like you see what someone else is doing and you think, oh, well, if they're not working on this, I can just kind of lowball them. But like the people that have good representation, like that's not gonna work. That's not
I
gonna work.
know.
And I think Mano
I know.
Ramirez kind of spoke on this about like how the writer strike kind of fucked up the
Mhm.
industry and everything like that.
Oh
And
yeah.
now they just be trying to like they be trying to finesse people a lot. And like when it comes down to it, like even with the money thing, like I feel like people don't understand. If you're not like Timothy Chalamet, Robert Downey Jr., Michael B.
The Brad
Jordan, these
Pitts,
type of people, bro, you're getting
Bernardo,
skimped. You're getting skimped. And even though them
easy,
guys, they be
easy.
taking pay cuts, bro.
Yeah,
I be reading
yeah, I
some of these
bet.
articles and seeing what these actors be getting paid for like certain projects. I'm like, hold up, he took this? What? He took this? Now, granted, sometimes if you want to work with like certain directors, you might have to do that because you know what I mean. You those opportunities don't come often. You know what I mean? Like I seen Robert Downey Jr. He took a huge pay cut to be an Oppenheimer,
That's
but he won a fucking
oh,
Oscar, and he worked with Christopher
that's
Nolan.
see.
So
So you
that's
so
valid.
you see the difference
Yeah,
though.
that's valid. But if you think I'm about to take a pay cut to do a movie,
For
a
Hawkeye,
basic
bro.
ass movie with Lionsgate, nigga, what? You think I'm about to do a Pixar movie? Like, no, no.
And I'm gonna have to help with the marketing. You're
Come
gonna need my
on, man.
face. You're gonna need me to like. You're gonna need me to act like I'm controlling your account.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
And like they don't talk about the taxes and like how much like they don't make as much as you think.
Oh
They
no.
really don't, bro. Because they
And they
got
gotta keep up with their
teams.
lifestyle as well, bro.
Yeah. So if you get $1 million for a movie, which is a lot of money, I'm not saying that's not a lot of money,
Yeah,
right? Right off the top, taxes take it half. So you at like four hundred
easy,
thousand.
easy,
You at
easy.
400,000 just like that before you even get paid.
And
When
now
you get
you're on now it went from 1 million that you saw to 700K. Now you're on 700K, scratching your head like, oh, that's gonna ease off soon. Before you know it, you're on 200K. You have to pay everything. And you're like, oh man, I've only got
yeah,
how many years?
yeah.
How many years I'm on this?
It's like
Then that might split.
what you got your publicist, your agent, your manager, your makeup person, your driver, your whatever, your chef, whatever, your trainer. You might be left with like $120,000, and then you still got to maintain your lifestyle.
And you might have taken a loan on top. You might have you
Yeah,
might be on interest. Oh,
yeah, bro. So the interest, yeah, and that's assuming that like you might do a movie a year. Like if you're doing multiple projects, then you can like it can work out for you. Um, but it like if you're someone who's like not getting a lot of roles and you're booking something here and there, you're barely surviving. I think Gianni said this, but he was like, there'll be actors who like will be in a movie and they'll be like working in a restaurant a month later. Yeah, like
you
how
know how sick
crazy is
that
that?
is as well, bro. That's
I
sick,
imagine
bro.
having your
So
movie in the
your
movie
face,
theater and you working at Popeyes the next the next month.
bro. You know what's even more crazy than that? Imagine you being in the movie theater and before you know it, you work in the movie theater after, bro.
Insane, bro. But that's a real thing because especially when you're on the come up as an actor, like you got to do these type of jobs while you're auditioning and shit like that, and hope that when you get your big break, that means like you keep going. Hence why Gianni said like people think like, oh, if you get a role in the Power universe, that just means that roles are just gonna start coming Nah, it's not like that. It's
No,
the opposite, if anything.
they're giving you out the short films, bro. They're giving you
Hmm.
out the short films. The Tubies of the world, those small
Yeah, bro.
independent shows be hitting y'all up. You know, you don't be
Because
getting
think
the
about it.
blockbuster.
Look at Power Book 2 Ghost, for example. Bro, I haven't seen nobody in that show be in anything. I think Johnny did one movie recently that came out, but ain't nobody watched that shit. Like, nobody was talking about that. Outside of that, I haven't heard nothing. I haven't seen any of
I've been
these
seeing
people.
people going on.
You see your boy
I've been
Woody,
seeing
you
people
know, live every day, promoting his short film and stuff, which I
doing this
respect
thing,
too.
bro,
It's
trying to
like,
be independent. Yeah,
yeah, I respect that 100%. 100%. I respect that so much, bro. Like
doing
trying
his
to do
thing,
your
but doing
own
his
shit.
battles, bro.
Yeah,
Grinding,
you gotta get to
grinding.
it. You gotta get to it.
That's it.
I like that because he not selling his soul to get ahead,
All
which a lot
day,
of these people be doing. It's like, yeah,
easy.
yeah,
Bro, and I think these directors know that though. They know that it's hard out here. They know these streets are cold, bro. So they know that they can use that to manipulate. Like, yo, bro, do this, do that. If you want to be on top like this, do this because
yeah.
you got. They know you
They
got
know.
you got family to feed,
They
bro.
know you need
They
it.
know you got,
Hmm.
and that's why it's so sick, bro. The way the game is marched out because they be making this hard, and you can imagine the amount of TV shows, movies that just never come out as well. So
Yep.
you know, bro, it's hard out here, bro. Hard out here for a lot of these actors in general, bro.
The thing that I hate is like they recycle the same people with a lot of these roles, and I'm like, why? Like we
It's
talked about
sick,
this on
bro.
on one of the podcasts with Manuel Ramirez, but we talked about like Pedro Pascal, for example. Talented actor, very very good actor. But bro, like you casting this man in everything.
Everything,
Come on, bro. Like you
bro.
telling me there's no one else?
Gladiators, Fantastic Four, like, bro, put him somewhere else, like everything, bro.
So many movies, bro. So many movies. And I'm like, hey, like I ain't mad at it. Get your bag. But I'm thinking like the
Oh,
people
for
who are
sure.
casted,
For
it's
him,
like,
yeah.
why you keep casting for the same thing? And like, because it's gonna get watered down very quickly. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna
I
stop
think that's the
seeing.
issue, though. It's so shallow, bro.
Yeah.
It's so shallow where they know, oh, they're doing it because of the name. They used to
Yep.
do it because he will fit this role. Now like, oh yeah, 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 for the name, he'll be big for like, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Like we all know that Leonardo DiCaprio, amazing actor as well. But bro, we know that if there's any opportunity to put him in a film, he'll be in it. They'll put him in it. Like shout out to Christopher Nolan, but Christopher Nolan's got his go-to people, bro, and
Yeah.
and I know I feel like he knows how to recycle, but Matt Damon, for example, gonna be in one of his movies. Like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
kind of like some directors have their actors, and for some reason, some actors are just in everything, bro.
I mean, I respect like people like Christopher Nolan is a good example. Like
Yeah,
he's a phenomenal filmmaker.
oh
So he
crazy,
can get away
crazy.
with doing that. Like
Yeah,
he's valid for doing that. You know what I mean? And all the projects
yeah,
that
for
he's
sure.
done have
He's
been
his movies,
smash hits. You know what I mean? All of them. All of them.
all.
So like,
It's rare. It's rare to do that. It's
yeah, it's
rare
very
to
hard
do
to do
that.
that, bro. Especially when you're using the same actors too. So but again, like when it don't bother me when I see the Matt Damons and the people
Yeah,
like that in his roles because they deliver though. You know what I mean? He
yeah, they
makes it
do though.
very clear, like this is what I want to do. Like he's
Oh
not
yeah,
just getting these people just to fuck around because they're
yeah,
his
for sure.
friends.
Because
Like
they're
he
big
knows they
names.
can deliver. Yeah,
Yeah, he don't do microwave stuff, bro. His stuff
yeah,
lasts,
yeah,
bro. On a
bro.
generational run with that,
I
bro.
seen they put out some pictures for the Odyssey. I can't wait till that shit come out, bro. I'm so excited for that movie. Like, and the cast looks crazy. Like I was reading the name, I'm like, hold up, how you pay these people? You have
Bro, from
Tom Holland,
Zendaya to Robert Pattinson, Tom
Zendaya,
Holland,
Robert
what?
Pattinson, Matt Damon,
Damon,
what's her name from the Devil Wears Prada? I can't remember her name. Fuck,
forget
Anne
her name, bro. As
Hathaway
well.
was in that shit. Dude from Punisher's in that shit. Lupita
Yeah,
Nyong'o's in that
what?
shit, bro. They got straight A-listers, bro.
Man, that budget's sick, bro. I know that.
Sick. Yeah, yeah,
That
that gotta
body's
be a couple
disgusting,
hundred
bro.
million dollars, couple $100 million.
Disgusting. That
Yeah,
boy, like, they ain't even bother no more. They know
yeah,
his move is gonna be A1 anyway.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
take,
But
take,
I think
bro.
he put out tickets like a year early, and they sold out a year early. Imagine that. Y'all don't even know if y'all gonna be alive when that shit come out, and y'all booking these tickets a year early. That's how you know. But I don't think there's any
You
other
know how
director.
sick that is?
I don't think there's anybody else in the industry that can put out tickets that. I mean, unless it's like maybe a Marvel.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. Oh, without barely no trailers?
yeah,
We
yeah,
barely got a real trailer to be fair to be
yeah.
like, yeah, this is what's actually gonna happen. No, barely any trailers,
Nothing.
bro. Just a
Yeah.
few teasers.
So that's gonna be a crazy movie, especially for content. I think that's gonna be.
Oh, it's crazy.
I gotta be whatever that shit come out. I gotta be front row,
Yeah, bro.
front
Yeah, bro.
row.
I think right now, that's looking like one of the most anticipated moves right now that I
Oh
can
yeah,
think of right now.
of the decade,
You know.
of the decade, because people were waiting a long time for that movie to be like adapted, But no one has
Oh yeah.
been bold enough to try to go do that shit because they know.
Oh yeah.
But Christopher Nolan, he gonna do his shit.
He tailor made.
Oh
He
yeah,
tailor made to rise to
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of a
yeah, yeah,
case.
yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. He's like a content creator for real, but just on a whole nother level. Like all these
different.
directors, and they're all content creators in a sense, bruh.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he
Oh yeah.
writes, produces, directs. He does everything.
Him and his wife, bro. I
Yeah.
don't know how their home is, bro. I like how the household must just be crazy,
Oh
bro.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Just locking in, bro. Locking in must
Yeah.
be insane
It
for
must
those
be
guys.
insane. Especially when you put out constant hits and then you gotta try to replicate it again.
And he
Like,
don't even miss. Like I know one movie. I'd be like, oh man, I
yeah.
don't see why I did that movie. I'd be watching all these movies, even Dunkirk, bro. All these movies, I'd just be like, man, he's just on
Even
point
Tenet.
with those movies.
Even Tenet.
He even Tenant,
Yeah.
and he was quiet. And that was probably the worst time to put out a
Yeah.
movie, and
Because
he
of COVID.
still was.
Yeah.
That, and that was so because bro, when he did that, I was confused. Like, why you do this? Like, bro, like, ain't nobody going to the cinemas.
Yeah.
But bro, that was such a big movie, though.
Bold.
That was such a good movie.
I
Good
think the reason
movie.
he's so successful is because he does meaningful stories. Like he's not just
Yeah.
doing shit just to do shit. Like you never see Christopher Nolan do like a reboot or a
Oh yeah.
sequel. Never.
Never.
It's one
Never,
and
bro.
done, bro.
Never.
It's one and done.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
And
He don't do like an hour and a half comedy, bro, where you just be like,
yeah,
yeah,
like
I didn't really need this.
he does what
To
the
just
opposite
throw
of
on
what the
Netflix.
industry does. He does the opposite of what everybody else does, and that's why he gets success. Like you see all these people doing reboots and stuff, and I'm like, he's doing original stories, bro. Like none of his shit there's none of his movies that you could say that you've seen before that are anything like it. All of
Facts.
them
So
are
you be like,
different.
yeah, it's just like this.
Yeah, like
Bro, even
Oppenheimer was a
bro,
masterpiece.
even bro, I even have to say, make this clear, the Batman movies, bro. Because when we think about it, we looked at all the Batman movies that were done before. I've never seen any superhero like that in my life. I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
trilogy too.
Like
Yeah,
he revolutionized that whole thing. Like he put a different benchmark for superhero movies by doing those movies, bro.
and they still stand like tall today. Like The
Ridiculously,
Dark
bro.
Knight is still looked at as like the best superhero movie
Oh yeah. Oh
by
yeah.
far, even above
Oh yeah.
Endgame and all them other shits. Like it's gonna be big. I was gonna ask you,
That even
are you a fan of like the Avatar series? They're about to come out with their movie this month or next month.
man,
They're saying that shit might
man.
do $3 billion. Their projections are insane right now.
Free Bill.
Yeah, I think the last one did
Yeah,
like 2 bill.
yeah. I don't know. Avatar. I don't know if I was feeling the second one like that. I felt the first one serious, big
Yeah,
time, bro.
yeah.
Second one, I don't know if I was feeling that too tough.
It was
Too
kind of
tough,
long.
I'm
It was kind of long. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
It was long. It was long as shit. 3 hours for that shit.
But bro, that's a huge franchise, though.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
franchise for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Avatar's ridiculously huge, man.
They're already projected to do like a couple 100 million the first week,
That-
which is insane.
That's insane.
Insane.
I think that's it's. I think Avatar's one of those movies where, bro, regardless, people gonna tune in because
Yeah.
that's like one of those movies that people take serious.
Yep.
Like your avatars, especially in general as a trilogy, yeah, bro. Yeah, everyone's locked in, bro. Everyone's
Yeah.
locked in.
I'm locked in. I'm locked
Mm,
in, especially now being a creator now. Because when the
yeah,
last one came out, I wasn't even like thinking about content. I was like
yeah.
2022, 2023, something like that. Now it's like, oh, this is real cinema right here. Like
Oh
I wasn't hip. Yeah,
man, I got to go back and check two again. You know, I watched it
yeah,
in
I gotta,
cinema.
yeah,
It was big at the
same,
time, but I forgot I got to go back and really check
yeah,
because, bro, it was big, bro. It was big.
huge.
No, it was
Is
big,
there
man.
any other projects that you're like looking forward to, movies, TV series, before we get you out of here?
Yeah, yeah, bro, man. I feel like man, I've been waiting for DC to do something with Penguin. The Penguin got to come out, but I know we
Mm.
spoke about this, bro. This Batman too, man. Because I've been hearing Colin Farrell saying, yeah, this gonna be darker, bro. I'm like, bro, when is this coming out, bro?
See, you know who I
Okay.
blame? I blame Robert Pattinson because he's just doing too many roles,
His
bro.
schedule
His
crazy.
schedule is nuts, bro. And I
Bro
ain't
trying to
mad
be on a
at him. Hey,
generational
hey,
run, bro.
get your bread, bro. I'd love to see it, but chill.
Bro doing Dune.
Like,
He did
dude,
that. He did that Mikey film, Mickey
yeah, he did the
film.
Mickey joint. He's in I think he's doing another movie. I can't remember what but he's doing so many projects I can't even keep
Yeah, he's in
track.
it. Yeah,
Can't even keep
they
track.
showed him filming somewhere else. I thought, is that Batman? No,
Yeah.
that's another movie altogether.
And they're saying 2027. Sure. Sure. I highly doubt that. I'm gonna be 30 when that shit come out. I mean, it's gonna be a whole different decade by the time that shit come out, bro. And it's like,
I'll be like, yeah,
yeah, it's like, bro, that movie came out 2022. It's
that's crazy,
it's
bro.
been 3 years already,
That's
and they ain't
crazy.
even started shooting. What? Come on, bro. That's one of the most anticipated movies for me as well because I love the way
Yeah.
that first movie was first
Oh
movie
yeah,
was beautiful.
that
It
was
was
good. That
picture
was good.
perfect. I don't know if you
Oh,
ever
that was
watched the
good,
TV show. It was big in 2024. It's called Shogun. Have you heard of it?
bro. That was series of the year, bro.
You seen that thing?
Series of the bro. That joint fire, bro.
Fire, bro.
That
A
joint
lot of people not hip
fire,
to it. It was fire.
bro. Because from the get go, from the first episode, because I don't know what it was, but when I saw a bit of the market, and I was like, "What's the Shogun?" This was at the beginning when it came out, and I
Yeah,
seen that, I seen the backstory. I'm like, "Bro, this lit Japan, this and that." Like, even when hearing the background, I felt like this was a bit different than the kind of shows they put on Disney Plus.
yeah.
When I got myself locked in, bro, I
Different.
was like, "This, like, yo, what next?" This and bro, that joint, lit, bro.
Fire show. I see they're about to start filming season 2 in January. So they said it's gonna take place like 10 years after season 1. So
For real?
yeah, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be
Oh
fire.
yeah.
I
And
love Asian culture because they don't fuck around with their storytelling,
they
bro.
can't.
At
They
all.
can't. How? Like
They take that
if
shit
you
to heart.
if you fumble that and you've got a big budget, how you
Yeah,
can't fumble a story like that and you've got a big budget, bro? It's
at
like
all.
history, bro. You can't fumble that.
And
That's
you know,
just
you know they
like
got renewed
this
for
particular
season 2
things.
and 3.
You
2
can't
and 3.
fumble that, bro.
That shit won an Emmy. They won like
Bro,
7
bro,
Emmys.
they swept the awards, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
They
destroyed that
s-
shit. Yeah,
they were doing world records, like
yeah.
bro. Nah, that was series of the year, bro. Show
Series
of
of
the
the
year
year.
for sure, bro.
It's hard because Penguin came out that year too, so it's like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was, yeah,
I I felt bad for Penguin,
yeah,
that
me too,
year when that came out
me
because it's
too.
like we did so good, but this Shogun was
Yeah,
just too
Shogun
good,
was
too
fire.
good,
I think they won because
But
it wasn't much of it was an original story that we haven't really seen before. Whereas like
yeah,
Penguin was in the Batman series, so like we've seen something similar in the past. But
yeah,
Shogun, from the acting, the writing, the direct, everything was flawless. I was like, wow.
flawless, bro.
And
Flawless,
it's
bro.
good because it wasn't even in English most of the time.
I
You
was
can
gonna
read
say that.
subtitles, bro, and most
I
people
was
are
gonna
not.
say
They don't
that,
like that. Yeah,
bro. They kept it straight. You know, if they have to do the Portuguese,
Yeah,
they mixed up where they needed to, but bro, they made sure that we kept it where we needed it.
they
And
didn't
that's
give a
why I was a
damn.
bit afraid about, like, are they gonna shallow it down? That's why I'm a bit afraid about with the next seasons. I hope they don't try make it more palatable just for the sake of being
Yeah,
inclusive. I hope they stick to what they're doing, bro, because big shows like that to follow through is hard, bro. Because
that,
that first season, whoo,
uh,
whoo.
that's why I didn't want them to do a second season. Like there's certain shows that like the way that it ended, you don't have to do
We,
anything else.
you don't need it. We don't need it,
Same
bro.
with Penguin. I don't need it
We don't.
because
We
now
don't.
you open up the door to ruin what you've done in the past, and it's like it's hard to repeat a masterpiece like that, bro. Usually season twos just don't hit the same. You know,
Oh,
look at Squid Game. Look at Squid Game.
now you end up chasing your tail. Then you end up
Yeah,
chasing your tail like, yeah, well, we're trying to do free, and then try to get that,
so I get that bag. Now they're
bro.
doing a whole US series. They're probably gonna do other shit. Like they're dragging
Bro,
that.
that's it, bro.
What? That's what really pissed me off is the fact that they're trying to do a US version. Like that's Asian culture. Why y'all? That's the reason that I rock with the show because it was in that
Yeah.
dynamic. Now you bring
Oh,
it to the
facts,
US and it's like I don't care as much anymore. I'm not invested.
bro. It's too much, and the reason why on top is like they got the reality show too. Like, bro, it's
Yeah, I
too
seen that
much
on
going
Netflix.
on. Bro.
They're just trying to get the bag from every angle, bro. Netflix is different, bro. They be
Like, you
hustling,
already do
bro.
that probably in America anyway. Like, we ain't
Yeah.
even need a series.
Oh my god.
Another show as well, bro, that coming as well, that Stranger Things. I know that joint for November, did the Stranger Thing fan base is just ridiculous, bro. Like,
Yeah, I need to get on that
they,
show for real,
they,
for real. I need to
yeah,
get on it. I've been
they
having
be
people
out
tell me
here.
to, but it looks so cheesy to me. I didn't know if yeah, it just looks cheesy, bro.
it's,
And the gap between seasons is insane. Like they started off as
it's a
kids.
gap, bro.
Now
It's a
they're all
gap,
grown
bro.
as fuck. So
It's
I'm
a
like,
gap, bro.
where's the disconnect?
How you still try to make them out to be, I know what you
Yeah,
mean,
like
bro.
they hella grown now. But they're saying this next season, like they're saying it's gonna be. I mean, I've been seeing the marketing already, so I already know what's going on. Like Netflix
Yeah.
don't play about that shit. They're gonna
No,
drag
bro.
it out as long as they can. So
Oh yeah.
content wise, I
Oh
definitely got to get on that because I think that's gonna be huge.
yeah,
Yeah,
nah, that's gonna be lit. That's gonna be lit for sure,
yes,
bro.
sir. So any other topics you wanted to touch on before we get out of here?
Man, I be saying, yo, man, I be tuning into America for sure, bro. Like, what's going on in the news and that. I be saying some crazy stuff be going on over there. But I gotta say, I hope everyone's blessed. I be seeing a few leaks. I just be like, yo, God bless America, bro. God
Yeah,
bless America.
yeah. It's a crazy country for sure. I will say the one thing about America is like it's give and take. There's a
Yeah,
huge chance for opportunity here, but there's also a lot of things that can derail you from like maximizing on those opportunities. So if you're not like disciplined in a country like this, like you will flame out very quickly because there's so much going on. It can distract you from
so much,
like
bro.
the bullshit, bro.
From locking in, bro.
Yeah, you have to lock.
Yeah,
You got to be
I
locked in
want
all the time.
you have to, bro.
Yeah.
And one other thing, bro, I have to say this because I didn't even get a chance to say this. One other thing, I definitely have to say this. Y'all that just be out here thinking that we be doing this easy, bro. We spend our lives, our dedications, blood, sweat, and tears to do this, bro. Y'all be out here
God.
stealing content. It is sick. And I have to say, you guys that really be out here doing this, it's cowardly. It's cowardly because we sacrifice our time doing this. We
Yeah,
sacrifice our
man.
lives. We sacrifice our livelihoods to do this. And it's you're only a coward to be able to go out there and steal and impersonate. And I had to get my chest out because it's just sick for me.
Hell yeah, bro. I was talking to my friend the other day about this. Like, people don't understand how hard it is to actually do content. And I'm not even just talking about making the content. I'm talking about just having the balls to put that shit out there. Because that's what derails most people from doing content. They're scared of what people think. So I gotta be strong enough to have tough skin to put it out there. And then I gotta be creative enough on a daily fucking basis to keep them engaged. Like people don't understand. You have to keep people engaged every
Engaged,
day,
bro.
forever.
Every day.
There's no end goal. There's no stopping.
You,
Content is every day,
you have to be
forever.
open to all scrutiny, bro.
Yeah,
Everything. You're just like, yeah, whatever. Let's go.
for real.
You roll
You gotta be
however
ready
you're
for it,
feeling that
bro.
day.
You gotta be ready. I got people in group chats and Discord servers sending my videos, just talking shit. But I'm like, hey, I really don't care because y'all still watching me. So I mean, I'm
Oh,
still winning
facts.
off of that. But it's
Yeah.
a grind, bruh. And like only
Yeah.
people who've done it will understand. Like
Oh,
it's a
oh
grind.
yeah.
It's like having your own kid and you just build it and you raising it and you building it up to be something. That's why when my Facebook account got taken, bro,
Bro, that's
man,
ridiculous, bro.
that shit hurt me
That's
more than like if
ridiculous.
my TikTok or my Instagram got taken. Just
Mm,
to get the validation from the older people, for the older people to sit down and watch my shit,
who
like that's how
invested
I
to this
know I'm
content as
doing
well.
something, bro. Because older people,
Yeah.
they you know how they are, bro.
Oh yeah.
They're very particular about what they're into.
And
So
what they take serious too, bro.
yeah,
Like if they because they take shit serious. So when they see the content is how they feel it, man, they see it's like,
yeah,
yeah, man, that's I'm feeling that.
it's crazy, man. And I've been watching the page from like another page I created just to see like what they've been
Right.
doing. It's still
Yeah.
growing. That's the crazy part. I'm about to hit 100,000 very soon. Like it's still growing, even though they're doing this bullshit. And it's like, damn. Like the thing that I put in the most work into is the thing that gets like taken. You know what I mean? Like I know for a fact that there's no way I'm getting 100,000 in 5 months again. It's not gonna happen. Like
Yeah,
some things
man.
are just
It's
luck. Yeah, like luck and
Mhm.
timing and grind. So I'm like, I don't even know if I want to
Mhm.
start on Facebook again. I don't even want to see the app no more. Cause
Yeah, I bet.
that shit killed the
It's
morale.
crazy because you just be seeing those numbers like, yo, that's my page, bro.
Bro,
That's
I'm
my
seeing the
page
numbers
out
right
there.
now, bro. They're posting old ass shit that I posted months ago and it's doing numbers still.
But that's one thing I don't get, bro. Like, you're grinding and stealing at the same time is sick to me.
Yeah, that's
Like, how
wild.
you got the grind mentality, but you don't have the grind mentality for your own shit, though,
They
for
got
your
the
own
grind
stuff.
mentality, but they don't want to do it themselves.
They didn't want to do it themselves. It's just
Yeah.
sick to me, bro. Like, you're doing this every day. So you're posting every day,
Every day.
taking someone else's page, taking their face, and you know you're stealing from them. You know full well you're taking someone's bread.
Yeah.
You're taking someone's bread and you're grinding every day, bro. That's a lost person, bro.
It's
That's a lost
crazy,
person,
bro.
man. We gotta pray for y'all because some of y'all need help. Some
Yeah.
of y'all need help to be doing that.
I ain't even praying for y'all. Y'all don't deserve the praise. Y'all just gonna be y'all just gonna be unprotected out here. You know what I mean?
It's
Unprotected.
sick, bro. It's sick. It's sick. You know,
Yeah.
it's not right. You know, we don't condone that. We're content creators at the end of the day. Like we understand when people are inspired by other people's content, but to take a whole page,
To take it,
bro.
bro, and then to keep to take the page is one thing, right? Like if they took the page and then just started doing a whole bunch of other shit, like okay. But it's like they studied my algorithm and my content to keep doing what I was already doing to make it seem like it's still me. I'm like, hold up, I remember this video from like a year ago. I'm like,
Bro,
how you even get this?
I don't know whether to laugh or cry. That you know how sick that is. You gotta be a psychopath to do that,
Psycho, bro. I'll tell my friend, like,
right?
this hurts more than if I got banned. I would have rather gotten banned. Because if I got banned, it's absolute, it's done, it's gone, cool, move on.
You don't need to see it. You
I'm
can
gonna
move
see it.
forward.
But this motherfucker's really like grinding on my shit.
Oh yeah, bro. That's why I was thinking about that, bro. Because when my TikTok got banned, I was like, whoa. And I thought about your page, and I thought, bro, if that was me, bro, I don't know. I'd have to crash out somewhere, bro, because I have to see this every day,
Every day
bro. If someone took my TikTok and did that, and I'm watching them show using my face, bro, I'm losing.
using my
I might have to take
face.
the whole TikTok down.
And then
I'm gonna have to take
they made a whole other page with the same content. Because they're probably like, oh, like this shit's getting views. Let me try to monetize again. A whole nother page. I'm like, wow. It's it's very humbling to say the least.
I bet, bro.
It's very humbling to say the least. But I understand like this is just a nail in the road, and you just got to keep grinding. That's what I realized. Like
Right.
I when you're doing well and then things go bad, you got to just keep grinding, bruh, because the next thing
Keep
will
going.
likely be something better than what you lost. So
Oh yeah,
I'm just telling myself
definitely,
that
bro.
because I'm like, you can
Definitely.
have that shit, bro. But you're not
Yeah,
me at the
bro.
end of the day, and eventually they'll
At
start to
all.
realize that
At
it's
all.
not me. Yeah, you can't fake that shit.
Bro, bro,
Yeah.
and that's what they need to understand, bro. Like, you guys, bro, y'all get to a point where it's like we're creators. We do this because we have the time to do it. You can't steal and expect to prosper from that. You can't, bro. You
Mm-mm.
can't. You just go.
Mm-mm.
It's a fake mentality. Like, we grind because we know what we're doing. We got a vision. If y'all can't, like, you can't be
Facts.
proud of yourself waking up every morning knowing that you're stealing someone's progress that they've done, that they've got from the ground. How do you put your chest up and have any integrity on our own to be like, yeah, man, I did that? You can't. And it's crazy out here. If y'all needed help to create content, y'all could have just asked.
For
But to
real though.
steal, y'all crazy.
For real. The DMs be open, like like you
Like, bro,
better
just
off just
ask.
hitting me up, bro. I had someone hit me up this morning talk
Ask.
about, I love your power content. You inspired me to start doing
Yeah.
content. And I smooth said, like, bro, don't ask me for advice if you're not willing to do what I tell you to. Because you're just gonna waste, like you're wasting your time. Because that's what I be peeping, like when it comes to content and other stuff too, but mostly content. Like if you're not willing to do it, there's no point in
Yeah.
asking, bro. You
Because
know
you
what I
do it one
mean?
day, maybe.
Because
Yeah,
you
one
don't
day you'll do it.
understand, bro. Like you really gotta grind constantly with no reward until one day you get a little bit of validation. And then even
Yeah.
when you do, it's on to the next thing.
Yeah,
You
because it's never
forget,
gonna pay as
bro.
much as how much you put in. It ain't
Yeah,
this thing where you put in your time and you just get money off the time you put. We
yeah.
don't just get paid for just doing it. We have to put ourselves in positions to get paid.
Facts.
So that's where the way we take hours that we could do to just do something else and chill. We
Yep.
take that hours to be like, yo, we gotta get content done.
Yep. So all these people who out here doing this AI content, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, y'all can never replace real humans, bruh. You
It's not
can't
possible.
replace the real genuine human experience because there's a relatability that comes with just being a human, and the
Yeah.
AI cannot replicate that.
You can't prompt that
You can't,
at all.
never. So yeah, man. This is obviously another episode of the Mr. Power Universe, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
That's it.